When I was first in college, I was dealing with a lot of anxiety, and I was always into movement and dance and sports. So I knew through movement that I could release a lot of energy, a lot of anxiety and stress that I was carrying. So I was at a bookstore one day and I found a book on yoga for your spiritual muscles. And it was broken down, each chapter had themes of peace and love and balance and strength. And so each chapter had about 5 or 6 poses in them. And then each would end with a breathing technique and a story of how people were affected through yoga in their lives. And so the book became part of a daily practice, a daily ritual that I had to be more in my body, to release the stress and the feelings that I was carrying, and to connect and feel okay to be in my day. I did that for many years. In fact, that was primarily how I practiced yoga for 5 or 6 years. I couldn't really afford to get to classes. There weren't many studios around at the time to go to. But when I did finally start going to classes, going to beginners classes, and studying what all this was, I didn't really know much beyond just what I was doing in that book. So I was very much a beginner. But at the same time, I had started studying holistic medicine and learning how to really take care of the body, mind, and spirit, that we are more than just our bodies. And health and balance is more than just medicine and eating right, that we have a spirit, and that needs tending to as well. So I started integrating the two, studying through yoga, studying through alternative medicine, and that's when it really started to make sense, and I started getting the layers of what yoga has to offer beyond just the poses every day. It's less about the poses, less about making something complicated or advanced. And when I go to a yoga class or practice on my own, it's more about being in the moment, to use yoga as a meditation practice. The movements, every move that I make, can I stay with the breath? Can I sense each movement, even through the transitions? Can I be truly present with what I'm on my mat and in the poses that I'm in each moment? And even when I get distracted, can I bring myself back into the moment? That's what inspires me. I would love my students to walk away from my classes not just with the understanding of the practice, the physical practice in their bodies, and feel good, feel better than when they walked in the room. But also, I would love it to spark something in them to want to go deeper, to understand themselves not only as the roles that they play in their lives as mothers and fathers and teachers or doctors or whatever that they are in their lives, but to understand that they're more than just their body, that there's so much more to understand about who they are and their life's purpose, and that through yoga as a tool to help unpeel the layers of the onion and getting to know their soul and their soul's purpose. Sometimes when I'm teaching beginners, there's so much to yoga, there's so many layers that it can feel a little like you're drinking from a fire hydrant when you first start yoga. So the thing that I try to instill in beginners is to just be in the moment, to take each pose one at a time, to take their time to get where they want to go with each pose, to modify and be patient. That there's nowhere we're trying to get to, that it's all about the journey of being in the class, even feeling awkward, feeling overwhelmed. All of those emotions and feelings are part of the journey, and that you will see growth, and you will see poses that once challenged you become easier, and even a place of rest. Like downward dog can be really hard when you're first starting and take a lot of strength to be there, but eventually will become a resting pose. I love that yoga meets me where I'm at, no matter if I'm feeling tight and stiff and sore. I can do a gentler practice. If I'm wanting more strength and a little bit sweaty practice, I can do more vigorous work physically. But even beyond the poses, what I love about yoga is that it challenges me to be in the moment, to be with my breath, to use yoga as a tool really for a moving meditation. Can I stay in each moment of my practice? And if I get distracted, guiding myself back into the moment, into my breath. That's why I love yoga. It really, and it's for everyone. It's just finding the right teacher and the right class and the right practice for you. My studio is about 850 square feet inside of a Pilates studio. Greg and I opened the studio 3 years ago in December. And my intention with the studio was to create a space for small classes, an intimate setting where people felt like they were getting taken care of, and to hold the space for everybody that walks into the door to be right where they are, and to support them, and to hold the space for their own journey in the practice. We offer all different kinds of classes, from Hatha yoga, Vinyasa yoga, Kundalini yoga, Mommy and Me, prenatal yoga, and even classes such as Nia, which is a fun dance but awareness-based dance class. So you're very much focused on the body and your movements through dance. And Feldenkrais, which is a class that teaches you to be aware of your body and to make movements come from a place with ease. And we exert our bodies in movement, and that with awareness we can make our bodies move much easier. So we offer a variety of different classes at a variety of different times. We have some great teachers with lots of experience, and it's just a really laid back place to be, that you can be who you are and be authentic and feel comfortable. I was really lucky in both my pregnancies to be practicing yoga, and it helped me so much, not only through the pregnancy with this big baby that I had, feel more comfortable, but it also prepared me for labor. Learning how to breathe when I felt uncomfortable is very much a metaphor for birth and for labor. Hey, breathe, Bubba. And And as a parent, really, yoga helps me to be in the moment, to not get freaked out, to